The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What you listening to, man? What they talking about? I got my hand up on that knob, tryna figure out. It doesn't matter who's the guest or what's the subject, cause they keep it 100 and them callers love it. The radio show got you tuned in, ready for action like a bad chick texting what's happening. They ain't here giving 5 o'clock news. Our hosts keep it blunt, sharing their point of views. They going in, man, cause they ain't got no filter. Cause they keep it 100, that's why we messing with you. Got you up to date with the latest with music and what's trending, that's basics. On primetime hours, you can never go wrong. And your name for music and what's going on in your neck of the woods, like, hey, Al Roke on today, like, feeling entertained with the radio show. Tuesday, Thursday, taking over, let them know. Let them telephone rings, yeah, I'm on this thing.
Oh wow! It gives you the option to leave if you don't want to be recorded. Sorry, I just noticed that.
Some screams class action lawsuit or prevention of.
Yeah, right.
David, did you just say that you bought a new phone? So you had an opportunity to not get an Android and you got another Android?
Yeah, I did, because stupid iPhones. Listen, I told you my compromise. I bought an iPad Pro. That's as close as I'm getting. Like, I did that for you iPhone people. Like,
so you just don't care about an ecosystem. You're just all over the place. You don't want your devices to talk or to work together. It's a free for all in your house. What kind of TV you got?
I don't really watch TV, so I don't have one right now. I have 2 in storage, but I don't know. I'm buy a new one. Like, okay, what kind of TV am I supposed to buy? Because I'm going to buy a new one probably in a week or 2.
I mean, not to be that guy, but Samsung TVs are like GOAT level. So if you have one of those, I wouldn't judge you. So yeah. I have 2.
Because I have a Samsung Note, which I love.
Yeah.
No. TVs, not handhelds. We're talking about TVs, not handhelds.
I like Samsung, so I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, they make great TVs. They goated on that though. They got that right.
Yeah,
so
it's hard to beat a Samsung TV. There's only one other brand up there. So
am I buying a 55-inch TV or?
Now I will say that I like Roku TVs UI. So Samsung UI, like what they use, Tizen, I think, is their smart TV, like the interface or whatever. I like Roku's. Roku's is actually very dope for that price point.
Yeah, they're good. It's just it's just the brands that use Roku that kind of scare me, because all the brands after 2 years, it's like
you never heard of before.
Look, I'm on year 1 with this TCL, and it's doing me good so far.
That was one I was thinking of. That on brand at Walmart kind of sus. Hisense, I can go on and on. So
Hisense is kind of cool.
Buy TVs from Walmart still, or do you just like go to bed? Like, I'm thinking I'm going to Sam's. What do y'all think about Walmart TVs versus like Best Buy or?
I mean, it's not like Walmart brand TV. Well, I don't know if that on brand is theirs or not, but you just do your research.
I bought a Vizio from Walmart, and I've had it for.
Vizio is actually a respectable brand now. That's not like
I'm looking at it right now. Shit, I've had this Vizio for like 6 years.
I mean,
I bought it from Walmart.
They had Beyonce at one point as an endorsement. So like,
really?
Yeah. Beyonce was she was with Vizio, I think, at one point.
Huh.
But I do recommend, if you have a Costco membership, just get your TV from Costco. That way you get your money back. Well, 2%.
Yeah, that's true. The Costco where I live, they switched to a business. Oh, well, never mind. I might try that. But The Sam's is really good. It's just far, but they have really, really good stuff. I love it. Similar.
Or if you really want to be patient, since you don't really fuck with TV like that, you can just wait till Black Friday and you can get you a 60-inch TV for $250. So.
And this has been Adulting.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Oh my God, cold to my bone. It was horrible. I wasn't dressed properly.
Yeah, I'm not cut out for that. I wanted to live in Chicago, but it's too cold for me. So
I would love to move.
I gotta stay in Atlanta. I gotta stay in, as they used to say, Hotlanta.
Nobody says Hotlanta.
Somebody did say Hotlanta.
Who says that?
I said say. They used to say. I didn't say they still say it.
Oh, it should have never been said.
Well, it was said. Damn it.
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Just hell. Cujo, I owe you some flowers, dude, from like 2 weeks ago or 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't know if you remember that conversation.
Oh, yeah. You texted me and said you owe me some flowers about something from the GOAT days.
I do, and it's better late than never, right? I mean, it comes around. You're still here. It's not like I'm at your funeral saying, you know what? Cujo was right. We're doing it now, and it's done.
Thank you.
All right.
That's fair.
I don't know about what, but I'm just going to thank you in advance.
Yes, sir. So many moons ago, anybody who's fortunate enough to follow you on social media will know that you are quite the follow. Very witty, got a lot of stuff to say. One post that you posted, years ago was spot on, where you was like, guys, it's probably about time we take down that home of so death sign when you make it into the Atlanta city limits. Oh God. And I bring that up because, a few weeks ago, Jermaine Dupri challenged Diddy to, a Verzuz battle. And Diddy, went on about, such and such, box with God, kill your hits, blah, blah, that shit.
Yeah.
And he said Dr. Dre was the only person he could go against. And I was like, damn, Cujo was right. He posted all that. He was ahead of the game. Where even Diddy don't even respect you. Like, come on, man. Get out of here.
Look, I didn't say nothing about not respecting him. I'm just saying, that sign had been up there, and it was. I felt like it was no longer culturally relevant to still be.
It wasn't.
Nobody's like, oh man, if I get in the game, I want to sign with So Def. Like it was 2000 and something, and yeah.
Yeah, so I was bringing that up to, I guess, talking about Jermaine Dupri. As far as like So Def and stuff like that, where the hits catalog, like, is it like, I think people underrate him a little bit with some of the stuff that he did do in the beginning because it was so top heavy.
Yeah.
But
I think Diddy was, if we're getting into this conversation about whether Diddy was right, I think Diddy was wrong.
Yeah.
Just in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because when you do those verses, it's not I think Diddy was speaking from a record label to record label versus, which if it was a So Def versus Bad Boy
it's not
versus, then it's not a competition. But if it's Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri, kind of like how it's been with other producers and songwriters where it was made
like features, just to make sure I understand. So like features, songs you wrote.
Yeah, songs you wrote, songs you actually produced, not just got executive producer credit on because it was under your label and you was in the other room and you gave a thumbs up when they walked past your office kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's like you had hands-on involvement in the creation of this song.
Right.
Diddy, he was far off. He was way far off.
Mm-mm.
I think it'll be a lot closer than what he and his fans think. And I also think JD will walk away with the W. That's just me.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's the same way the North came for the South, but the South has really been heavily influential in the music game for the last several years. They didn't realize until a couple of years ago that they really not running anything. They don't really have a lot of people as much as we have influenced a lot of people down here. And
I ain't even gonna make it a North versus South thing. I'm just talking about
I think they always do though. That's why Diddy feels he can say that kind of stuff about Jermaine Dupri, to be honest, because for them it has always been a North versus South thing.
I feel like Diddy was just saying. I think, like I said, Diddy was comparing his Bad Boy empire to So Def, and
Right.
I get the association, I get how he got there, but that's not what the verses is all about. If you do Diddy versus JD, JD wrote hits for some of the Bad Boy artists, so that's what I'm saying. So what who? So whatever.
I think
anyway,
they should do it so he can humble Diddy because
I mean, you just think about JD's peak with the label and everything, man. Circa 2004 to like 2008, 9. Like,
so if JD hit Diddy with the Confessions album, like just let the entire album just run because he wrote. I have been
listening to that album for the last 2 weeks.
But you could go back further because he could hit him with the My Way album because he was all over that and that thing was busting too. So I feel like Confessions is the trump card. I feel like that's the big joker.
The emancipation of Mimi, that Mariah Carey album.
Yeah, I was about to say that's why I said that time frame, because when Mariah Carey was just on fire during that time frame, he had everything to do with that.
Yeah,
but that album brought her back because
I don't understand why he didn't. I was about to say, Diva, I don't understand why he didn't clap back on Diddy and say, "Well, I mean, I made all my beats. You sample basically everything."
No, because what fun is that? No, lure him into a verses and then kill him. That's what you do.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was because
come on in.
The people who are in the verses is going to solidify how dope he is, and we haven't even touched what he did with Janet Jackson. Let's be clear. So.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna be a wash because Diddy. To his credit, because he got some stuff for Mary J. He got obviously Biggie, but
underestimating Jermaine Dupri is not a good idea.
That was my point. I don't think
research here.
Yeah, I don't think he's unreachable.
Let's pick a year for JD, and we're gonna find songs that he's produced in there. So this catalog that we have here starts from 1990 up to the present. Pick a year, any year.
No, 2006, bro. That was
let's go with 2006.
Emancipation of Mimi. JD was all over the radio.
I thought that was like 04, 03. That was 6.
Well, I was like 5th or 6th grade when that came
05.
out.
Okay, we'll do 05. So
no,
05,
let's do 06. You asked. I want.
No, he said 06.
I want 06.
All right, so.
Now I will say that was when he had
a weak year. You picked a weak year,
bro. He
had
them franchise.
He had franchise, but I mean,
his 05 was better than the 06 from what I'm looking at.
His 05.
We should go with 05 because 06 does not be a good example. So 05. So he got Emancipation of Mimi. It's got 6 songs on here. He did We Belong Together. We know what a hit that was.
What album had 6 tracks that were that went on the radio?
Oh, plenty. Yeah. I mean, it depends on the artist. I mean,
I'm just saying you don't hear that anymore. Like Homie's gonna put out a single or 2 and then move on to the next album. Like she literally wrote that album for like
that was
2
his
years.
whole 2005 was them. I mean, he did a song for 112 that year, and then he got something for Bow Wow, Selena Johnson. He did a So Def remix of Running for Chris Brown. But basically his entire 2005 was Mariah Carey.
Now look, as much as you want to talk shit about him, Bow Wow is one of his spades. Is a spade in his hand too.
Yeah, that's on his Mount Rushmore.
He did have a string of hits in the early 2000s. There's no denying that. He did.
Yeah.
So what did he do for Destiny
even in
Child?
the 90s.
I forgot about them. Destiny Child, he did something for Little Kim.
So here's the challenge though. Diddy did say that, but I got one for you, Cujo. Can you name 3 Diddy songs past 2007?
What was that one he had with Keisha Cole? That Last Night couldn't even get
Last night. That's what it's called.
Last Night. The Diddy Dirty Money. The Hello Good Morning.
Yeah.
Hello.
They made another good song that was popping.
I know
I'm Coming Home.
No, with Drake. Oh, that song too.
Yeah, I'm Coming Home.
Yeah,
I was thinking of Loving You No More.
Oh, I forgot about that. See, you guys are so good at this. I always freeze.
I don't know Loving You No More. How that go?
I ain't trying to sing it. I can't play it either because of copyright shit. But it was a fire song, so check it out.
But like
they've gone too far with this copyright stuff. It's just not even funny anymore.
He really slapped down on like. Diddy really slapped down on JD like.
All right, but we did JD's boards, like we did his behind the music stuff, and we named songs that Diddy actually performed. What did he write? If you researching it right now, what did Diddy produce or write? Not executive producer credit.
Did he write More Money, More Problem?
No. I'm talking about from 2000 when he was just saying like 2000 around the same time we were just comparing. Yeah, JD.
Shit, I feel like Diddy had.
All right, so we're going back to the internet here. So we want songs produced by Diddy, right?
Yes, 2005. If it differentiates executive produce, don't include those.
Okay. How about he doesn't have anything listed for 2005 on this list? It goes from 04 to 06 on here. So he's got no producer credits.
So what was 04?
Okay, let's go with his 04. One song. Say What by Method Man.
Okay, 06. I'm trying to help him out.
06.
So all the stuff he did, so he did a song called Laugh Now, Cry Later for Ice Cube, and then he has 4 songs from his Press Play album.
Is that the album you were talking about with Keisha Cole and Last Night?
No. As a matter of fact, that was Keisha Cole's song.
Diddy been coasting.
We keep going. I mean, let's see his 07. Let's see 07. So he did like 6 tracks on Jay-Z's American Gangster album, and he did one song for Avon.
Which is
all right. What's 7 songs on American Gangster? Because that might be something worthy of a Verzuz.
So he's got Pray, American Dreaming, No Hook, something called Rock.
American Dreaming, great.
Life.
What was the other one? Party Life, great.
Yeah. Party Life, Sweet, Rock Boys, No Hook, American Dreaming.
Rock Boys, great.
Oh,
yeah,
talking about Rock Boys in the building tonight. Talking about that one? Oh, okay, yeah, that was a hit.
That was a
he
great
produced
album
that?
by Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It was a great album.
Cool. All right.
Very underrated. A lot of people don't talk about that album enough.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. These like we flipped past. This is 3 years of shit, and nothing's really blowing my skirt up here, man. Like, what are we doing?
Well,
like,
you didn't listen to American Gangster.
Yeah, I was about to say American Gangster is a
American Gangster was a great
but
album.
it gets a lot of fanfare. So I would put that would be Verzuz worthy to me.
But I'm just saying, outside of people who are hardcore hip hop fans, who's gonna know that he did that and gonna say, you know what, bam, signature sound, that's Diddy right there.
Well, I mean, you can make that argument for a lot of people. Like Kanye West is one of those guys that's made and produced a lot of tracks that are really good that nobody knows about.
I feel like when you hear a Kanye track, you know it's a Kanye track though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You talk about the hi-hats and everything. I don't know. I mean, both of them seem kind of top heavy because I mean, for Diddy, the 90s, it's like, you know, that's probably where the real battle is. Though,
at what point did Diddy become the Trump of music where he just started riding on his name? Because look at even the reality shows when he was supposed to be making artists and all this stuff. He ended up still just making it about himself. Like I
think Diddy obviously, I think he was one of those guys, like he won his championship with Biggie Smalls, right?
Yeah.
But he made several playoff appearances since then because he had he had the Pussycat Girls, he had B2K, I think.
He didn't have B2K. He had the other guys.
That's what I'm saying. All them groups
they had
out with hits, and they were hot for like the summer or something like that.
They had
he collect. Well, my point is he got the check, get the fuck out, move on to my next group. You know what I'm saying? Like he did what he had to do to keep making money.
All right, so he had Biggie. He had, I mean, obviously we named people on Bad Boy 112. Sorry. Post Biggie is what I'm trying to.
Does Faith count as post Biggie?
I wouldn't say that.
So who's post Biggie? So Black Rob, Shine, Mario Winans.
Wow. Hey, I'm just look.
French Montana's
you swinging wild. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, French Montana is on Diddy's label.
Shit, these ain't. Oh, maybe somebody from New York can help us out. Name somebody on Bad Boy post Biggie like that was big.
I'm trying to find something your daughter.
Oh, she took the baby excuse. The fact that she couldn't come off top of her head just lets us know. But no, like I'm really trying to think because like you named some people like Black Rob, the Locks, but would you Locks was post Biggie, I would say.
I mean, no, they were still
Mario
were
Winans
with Biggie.
All right, well, never mind. Yeah,
but yeah, I like New Edition.
Yeah, New Edition was on them, but are we gonna count them as post Biggie because their album came out on Bad Boy?
And then, like, can you name a song from that album?
Young Jock, Gorilla Zoe.
Oh yeah, he had Bad Boy South. I forgot about that. When all the North records
right now.
Can we just count somebody who lasted more than?
There ain't a person on this panel that can name 3 Young Jock songs. Not one of us.
It's going
down. Buy you a drink.
Buy you a drink was T-Pain.
Yes. Oh, he's featured on it. Damn.
Yeah, I mean it's featured. Price tag on your head. I think that was named Price Tag.
No, that was Young Jeezy. Never mind.
And then
Looking Boy, that was a feature.
Looking Boy was a feature. Jock had a good little run though. Like for real. I mean, I can't think of no songs right now because a lot of them was like mixtape stuff. So it was like
circa 05 to like 09. Good run.
Yeah, Jock had a good little run.
So
he had good features. But currently on his label, he's got Machine Gun Kelly, French Montana, and Janelle Monáe, who, in my opinion,
French Montana baffles me because I'm like, how's he staying around? Like I ain't never known nobody be like, hey bro, put on some French Montana.
He a trendy guy. He just go with the flow.
I think he co-star. Well, I mean, he jumps on features every now and then. But I'd be like, okay, somebody be like, oh, French Montana be having some songs. I'm like, all right, cool. Quote me. I give you 5 minutes to quote me a French Montana bar. That's not a hook.
Okay, yeah, no.
I think he French Montana got some hits though, but it's not consistent.
Yeah.
I think he's a good coaster. Like he comes out with something that's hot enough to coast him for a while. He lays low. He comes back out with something else. He lays low because I think he's just doing some other stuff in between. But he knows how to stay relevant enough to matter.
Like he made that song Pop That. That shit played all summer 2014. Don't stop. Pop That. Great features.
Oh man, wow, that was a good time.
I'm telling you, man.
Flashback. Yeah, it's a great girl song.
No, I mean we all enjoy that song. I think across the board, everyone enjoys that song for different reasons.
I mean, he had that song with Drake, No Styles, No Styles.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I get that he had songs, but I'm like.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, to answer your question, he's staying around because every 2 years he comes out with a song with a fire feature. It plays on the radio for like 2 months, and then you keep it in the playlist for a while.
Okay.
Hey, but I mean, let's just be honest though. That's kind of like how older artists used to do it. They would come out with something fire, they disappear for a little while, and then they come back out with something. Now we just got used to seeing them all the time. I think our expectations change.
I got another question for y'all musically that involves this. So Diddy, even though he eventually accepted the challenge from Jermaine Dupri, but he said Dr. Dre is the only one that he could get with. Could Diddy even hang with Dr. Dre in a Verzuz? If we flip it, like he said, Dr. Dre's the only one that he could get with.
Could he hang with him?
Yes.
Could he hang with him? Yes.
Yes.
Would he win?
Sure.
Absolutely not.
Because
would he win? He
Dre
could hang
years.
with him. I mean, go back to sports.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
You could be down 10 points in a basketball game, but you still giving a fight and you in the game, right?
That's tough. Oh, Young Jock had I Know You See It in Coffee Shop. Those were the other two songs.
Coffee Shop. That's the song I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I kept thinking of Lemonade, but that was Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
So what were the years we were looking at? We started with
2006.
05.
We went from 04 to 08 because of Diddy's kind of spotty record during those years. So
where do we start with Dr. Dre here?
just do the same span. Just 04, just start 04.
Okay. So
Dr.
Dre's
fully loaded
04 is not the spectacular thing you might be expecting. So he did a song.
I wouldn't expect it to be honest.
That's when he wasn't doing shit.
Not Today by Mary J. Blige. He did a song for D12 called American Psycho 2, a song for AZ called Time. We're in a bad spot here, man. Eminem's Encore album, where he basically did the damn near the entire thing here. Gwen Stefani did a song called Rich Girl. That was his 06. This ain't exactly lighting the world on fire.
I mean,
Man,
look,
Dr. Dre got Tupac, Snoop Dogg, and Kendrick Lamar. Like, it don't matter. He could have a shitty 06. Kendrick Lamar is somebody's producing career by themselves. Like, I don't even know why we're trying to disrespect this man talking about 04 when he literally found Kendrick Lamar.
We're not disrespecting.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying, like,
I don't think you're going to be able to match them year for year the way we could match Jermaine Dupri and Diddy. Period.
Yeah, because if we start matching up Diddy against Dr. Dre, if we start from, let's say, around 93 through around about 2001 or 2, it's going to be a blowout.
Well, let's put it like this, because you can name 2 artists that Dr. Dre has had over the past decade. You can't do the same for Diddy.
Well, it's just his overall group is just, he's just got more elite people. Like,
well, are you elevating him to?
That's arguable. I'm just saying.
Snoop Dogg.
I'm just saying. I'm saying Diddy has people that you would also argue.
I'm just saying, like.
So Diddy had, I mean, obviously Biggie. You got what? Jadakiss.
Diddy has some all-stars. Dr. Dre has Hall of Famers. Like, there's a difference.
Yeah, I mean,
like Eminem by himself is like ridiculous.
Yeah, but Eminem, I don't even want to get into Eminem's career because we're getting off the rails here. But that career is pretty top heavy, bro.
Oh yeah, and then 50 Cent.
Yep,
50 Cent. Like,
forgot about that.
I'm telling you, like, once you start thinking about it, you're gonna be like, yeah.
I mean, but you can also throw other guys in there who you might not consider main eventers who he was busting out hits for. Exhibit is a part of that crew. Is a few other West Coast.
It's not needed.
16. Look. Stick to Kendrick Lamar. Stick to Snoop Dogg. Stick to those people, okay?
I didn't say he was the top. I said other guys who were like marginal.
We out here naming. We out here naming the top.
I literally just talked about Hall of Famers, and you said, you know what? Exhibit.
Did you really give me the? Did you really give me like the Quagmire? You was like,
we all having a good time here.
Yes. You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Have you not seen the Karate Kid before?
You mean like in 1984 when it first came out? You know, like have I seen it since then? Like I have not seen it since 1984.
You probably didn't even see it in 1984.
Okay, 87.
It's one of those movies you should have seen a couple times at least. It's pretty big.
So I remember it being big, but it was like I saw it and was just like, oh, okay, I don't see what all the hype is.
I mean, it was one of them 80s, movies that just was big because it was a good movie in the 80s. Like
it's got one of them songs, that's perpetually 80s. You're the best around.
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, guys. So I want to ask you guys a question. So how many of you noticed and thought it was just your phone and your internet when you couldn't refresh Instagram, Facebook wasn't uploading? I kept looking at the same story all day and thought it was just me. I restarted my phone. I looked for an update on the app and nothing, only to find out that Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, which I thought was untouchable, all went down. So the funny thing is that, all the influencers literally lost their shit because their whole livelihood is online. And so without them having social media for a couple of hours, what the hell do you think people did with themselves? Did you guys even freaking notice?
So I found out I didn't try to refresh or restart or contact my internet service provider or my cell phone provider or any of that kind of shit because I was on Twitter. And that's how I found out. Everybody on Twitter was saying it was down, and then everybody from the other social media platforms started jumping on Twitter. So I was in the thick of it. I spend a lot of time on Twitter. To me, that is the superior social media platform. It always has been. It always has been.
It is definitely the most fruitful.
You used to hate Twitter, Cujo. You used to literally rant about how much you hated
Twitter. I did too. Twitter
did.
has a way of sucking you in. Like, I swear, because people are so raw on Twitter. It's not cute. Nobody cares if they're politically correct. There are no rules.
Well, I mean, that's the old Twitter days, but yeah, it's still somewhat kind of gritty in there. But I regret not joining sooner, M16, to your point, because I was anti-Twitter for a while. Like, all these people just like shouting in the dark, like posting, whatever out to nobody, just hoping to whatever. But like, those were the peak like Twitter days. And I think I ended up joining like 2011. So kind of before it started going, was it 09? I can't remember. Anyway, I missed some of the earlier years of kind of when it was like they call peak Twitter years. I caught the latter end, but then anyway, saying all that to say, I didn't notice because I scroll through Instagram and Facebook, and even though I have an Instagram page that I'm supposed to be managing, I'm on Twitter more than anything. So that's how I found out. M16, how were you like losing it because you couldn't see those people posting their gym photos of sweaty face and people posting about good vibes only on Facebook and stuff?
Yeah, you can imagine my heartbreak when I went to refresh my Instagram news feed and it wouldn't refresh. What I did was, when I saw it wasn't working, I was like, oh, well, I mean, it ain't working right now. So I just killed the app and, I just started doing other things. And I feel like it caused people to adapt to do other things. Like, a lot of people did move to Twitter because it started trending on Twitter about Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp being down. And it also, I guess, made people realize that, hey, I can go do other stuff. I don't have to be glued to my timeline this entire time. There is other shit out there for me to do. Like, I don't know, maybe your job, possibly do some work for once, maybe. Could that be it?
I'll say, I hope there is a day where the internet goes down or all of social media goes down. And I just want to see how productive I'll be. Like, couldn't you just put your phone down? Couldn't you just shut the fuck up? No. But it will force everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be that thick into productivity. I want to be like, there's nothing else for me to do but work. I might be CEO before the end of the year, just on output alone. Just like, oh my God.
Do you feel like people was overreacting? Do you feel like there was some overreaction going on?
Nah, I think there were jokes about people overreacting. I don't think anybody actually overreacted.
I don't think people overreacted, but as a person who runs a lot of their business traffic through social media, I can't understand the panic because once a system goes down like that and you lose access to customers, you lose access to the way people may order with you, because you could really run a business and not even have an actual freaking website. You see what I'm saying? So from an advertising and marketing standpoint of view, I can understand because, minutes offline or hours offline is money. So they were saying he lost so many billions of dollars because also when you have a disruption in the market, it messes with the stock because Facebook is publicly traded, right? So
it is.
So when you have, things that are on market and they're publicly traded and they go down for any amount of time, people are going to start dropping shares and doing all kind of crazy stuff. So yeah, money's going to be lost. Do I think people super panicked? No. Unless you are literally losing money by the minute, I doubt it. Not regular people, no. But business people, hell yeah, they panic because
I feel like it's a lesson for those people also. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You need a legit domain because you don't own anything you post on these social media platforms. Not only could they go down at any moment, as we've seen, they could I mean, you're leasing that space. I mean, not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't own it. So if they just decided to just clear all that content off, they're well within their rights to do that.
And that's
and
exactly,
you couldn't do shit about it.
No, and that's exactly what we talk about.
Yes, sir.
Cujo. I had to fact check you on that, okay? You do own it, because if you post that post by Channel 4 News that says you do not give Facebook permission to if you don't give Facebook permission, you know, that's legally binding.
I do not own the rights to this song.
Yep.
Play the song. Ha! I'm covered.
Legally binding.
Legally.
But no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, you good. That's all I was saying. Just don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't use sign in with Facebook for everything. I imagine those were the real people shitting bricks, because if you use sign in with Facebook for more than one other application, that means you couldn't sign in to shit that day, because you've always signed in with Facebook into your bank or into, well, I don't know if bank do it, but into whatever other sites. So, you know what I mean? Stop giving one company all your information and power. Like that's science, not rocket science.
I went to that business conference, and to see that many people, we specifically talked about this in one of the sessions, and to see like literally thousands of entrepreneurs just do not fuck with Facebook the long way, like, or social media, because we call it like your email list is.
So you're telling me I should go speak at seminars? Is that what I'm hearing? I should host my own seminar.
Hell yeah, I do it. Because a lot of people, if you leave your main source of customers online, they have the power to come just take your platform without ever contacting you. They will just deactivate your account. It takes weeks for you to figure it out. And then where do your customers find you? You know what I'm saying? So we have this thing called an email list, which is like your golden ticket. So that's like creating a community for your customers that's not associated to social media, because they can literally, mess you up. And they have messed people up. My friend was doing really well in her business, and they literally, somebody reported her for a stupid reason, which really still doesn't make any sense. They completely deactivated her Facebook page without contacting her, without saying why, without anything. So she literally just functions pretty much off of Instagram. So, and even with that, she has to be so mindful of what she says, because someone who can just be in their feelings that day can come along and say something, and then without questioning, they'll just take your page. And you've got like 50,000 followers, right? So
that was the other thing. Everybody was like, all these people with a bunch of followers on Instagram coming to Twitter. You're gonna have to be interested on here. You can't just you can't just coast on looks and posting pictures.
It ain't about your selfies.
You gotta have a personality.
For real.
Well, there is a section of Twitter that you don't have to have a personality for, but
you don't. Yeah, look. Ass sells on all platforms, as we've seen.
I was shocked.
They don't call it assets for a reason.
Hey!
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
All right, so this weekend, The Radio Show was busy. Besides dropping a brand new episode on Saturday called Looking for the Bag Homie that was put out there. We also did a few guest appearances. So Diva and I had the absolute pleasure of hanging out with our BFFs from Girls Night on Wine, Tasha and Bree. We had a great time hanging out with them on their show. They interviewed us after being on our show a couple of times. And what are you doing, man? We just want to give them a shout out for having us on. We had a great time, hanging out with them, just, having great conversation as we usually do. And we love those collaborations, but we love it more with them because those are our people. So we definitely love kicking with them. Diva, you got anything to add on that?
I love having them. They totally get us. They're like our podcast spirit people. We always have a good time. Yeah, they're like our kindred podcast team.
Yes.
Very symbiotic. They totally get our banter, and they jump right in. and helped me attack 16 with no problem. Boom, didn't even have to ask for it. They was just there. Forever, my friends. Forever.
That's a way to get in, you know. So Tasha and Bree, they know the matrix on how to get in. Is if you make fun of me, it just works perfectly. That's how that goes down. Just right in there.
Hey, you deserved it. It's all good. You came for me too, so you know it is.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, so I need.
That sounded. Nothing. Never mind. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Y'all continue whatever it is y'all doing.
All right, so I need now. So as far as collaborations and guests, if you want to be a guest on the radio show, just email the radio show inbox at gmail.com or send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you, you know, if you want to hang with us. But shout out to Girls Not on Wine for a great time this weekend.
Thank you. You are now listening to The Radio Show.
My only problem with foam soaps is it'd be hard to find ones in the store that's antibacterial. Like most of them say gentle hand soap. They don't necessarily say, you know what I mean?
With the Rona out here, we need full antibacterial treatment.
Oh no, I mean, I'm cool with the gentle hand soap. I mean, look, we got all of Bath and Body Works' whole collection of scented hand soaps, and they smell just lovely. It's just if you scrub long enough, something gonna die.
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
What we arguing about this week, Easy?
Found. It is food related. So we got 4 foods. One's got to go. We got donuts, sushi, tacos, and bacon.
Okay, so here's the thing. No. Wait. Before we even get into this, I just want to point out the fact that anytime you have these types of one gotta go or selection things, people never select the sweet thing because for some reason all of those like, I ain't that into sweets anyway, but fucking all these dessert shops and shit is up here making money from somebody. Right. Ice cream selling out the stores, Enemy's still in business, Dunkin's still in business.
Yeah, I was going to say Dunkin's still in business. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody always try to go, I ain't that into sweets, I don't eat all that stuff. So that
because we go for the coffee more than we do the sweets. God. Come on.
Anyway,
and for the bacon, just in fairness, any kind of bacon, so turkey.
I feel like donut is in a bad position. Was basically all I was saying. You gotta throw something else sweet in there, like to balance it out.
Okay,
like put it up on the.
So
I'm gonna put it on the screen here, Easy. If you could name it again, here it is on the screen here, so you can see what he was naming again, please.
Bacon, donuts, tacos, and sushi, and then we're gonna add cupcakes because Cujo made an amendment that another sweet had to be added.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Cool.
So 16 will put some kind of graphic of a cupcake somewhere in this photo. Here. There you go. So with that being said, and Lord knows I wouldn't have said this 2 or 3 years ago, but sushi's staying. That shit ain't going nowhere. It's staying. It's not going anywhere. For me, since we added another sweet, for me, cupcake's gonna have to go.
We're gonna end up arguing before this is all over with.
Diva, I'll let you go.
Did you just kill birthdays, Easy?
Hold on. I did not kill cakes. I killed cupcakes. You can still blow out the candles on a cake.
Easy hates children.
I mean, look now, this cupcake is just a small cake. So I mean,
right? You can still go get a cake.
It's just no. I'm talking about to you. I'm saying if you killing cupcakes, that means you killing all cakes because it's just a cake.
Not necessarily. No.
It's like a personal pan pizza. It's just a small pizza. It's just small cake.
Party without cupcakes.
But the difference between a personal pizza and a large pizza, we still call it pizza. Cupcake has a different name.
Well, they call it cupcake because you use a measuring cup. Like you just use a one cup to make it.
If we're being technical here, a personal pan pizza is still a pizza. If you say you're going to get a pizza, I know you're coming back with some variation of a pie, of a pizza.
Dude.
All right. So, wait, no. So we having a party and you like, oh, Cujo, go get some pizza for this party. And I come back with a personal pan pizza. You gonna be good?
Well, you got pizza. You got pizza. Your quantity's just fucked up, or you being cheap.
That's the same thing. You send me out to go get cake for the party, and I bring back a cupcake.
Right. Let me tell you something.
That's the difference.
I thought the cupcake was that it went in a cup, not measured in a cup.
No, I mean, so yeah,
no.
so the measurement is 1 cup of like batter and shit.
I want to harp on Cujo's point real quick. If your wife says, "I'm bringing some cupcakes back home from the bakery at Publix," and is she gonna pull up with a big ass Oreo cake or a birthday cake?
She could. No. I would be happy either way.
Well, okay, but my point
if she said I'm bringing home cake and she brought home cupcakes, I wouldn't be mad. If she said I'm bringing home cupcakes and she brought home a cake, I wouldn't be mad.
Okay, well, assuming I know your wife is normal. If she says she's bringing back cupcakes, she's bringing back home either a 12-pack of the cupcakes or she's bringing back the 6-pack of the big ass one.
All right, we gonna straighten this out.
I got some for Cujo. I got some for
the pull apart cake. It's just a bunch of cupcakes pushed together to make a regular size cake.
Oh, God.
And you just reach in. I think we might have just ended it there.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Really.
Okay. Easy.
Because
you
have cupcakes, it is completely different. You don't go to Publix and say, "I want a cake," and then they give you 36 cupcakes in the little different packages. You go and get a damn birthday cake.
That's literally what a pull apart cake is. If you walk in there and you say, "I want a Minnie Mouse cake for my kid's birthday," they was like, "We don't have a whole sheet cake of Minnie Mouse, but we can make Minnie Mouse out of mini cupcakes."
You see, you keep jumping on your points though. So you brought up pizza and you said there's different sizes of pizza.
All right, so you go to the pizza shop, they're like, "We ain't got no more larges, but we can give you 10 personal pans in a large box." I'm good with either.
What do we still call it though? Pizza. The world, America.
We've been referring to it as personal pan this whole time.
But we call it personal pan what?
And we call it a cup what?
Cake.
Okay. I got you. But
this is a real
it's like he's trying to make a point out of nothing. Like everybody
it's a
in the
real
world
point.
knows a cupcake and a cake are like different. You're going for a cake.
Let me tell you something. When parents, 16 and Cujo have small children, you show up to a birthday party or a school function, what you think they're gonna lose their mind for first? Them cupcakes or some donuts? Which one? They like both. They're both sweet, but I'm just saying.
I'll be honest. I think it'd be a toss up. If you show up with some donuts with some sprinkles on it, I think it'd be a toss up.
But you can't put no candles on a donut.
Let's yes, you can. We did it. We did it for my daughter. We got donuts from Sublime, which I highly recommend. Plug.
Yes,
strawberry cream from Sublime. They are magnificent.
There you go. All right, easy. Let's do it like this. The ingredients for a personal pan are the same as a regular pizza, right?
Yes.
The ingredients for a cupcake are the same as a regular cake.
That is correct. But I'm going back to your point. If you go on Pizza Hut's app, they don't have a different name for a personal pan pizza.
Personal pan is separate. It's separate.
I'm saying, okay.
It's a separate name, is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go back to my point. You go to Publix and you order a birthday cake, you're not getting several cupcakes unless you classify you want a pull-apart cake.
But
if you go to Publix for 36 cupcakes, they're not going to give you a big-ass cake unless you specify that's what you want.
But here's the differentiator. Sheet cake, pull-apart cake. They don't say mini cupcakes. They just got two different names. One is a sheet cake, one is a pull-apart cake. Again, so they already got two different names. Neither one of them has.
You playing Roger Rabbit with your points.
No, I'm not.
The point at the end of the day is no matter the size of a pizza, we still call it pizza. period. The only time we sit there and try to compare a cupcake with a cake is when somebody who's like watching their figure or whatever the case may be, they say, hey, I just want to blow this candle on this cupcake and pretend it's my birthday cake. That's the only time we're like, we treat a cupcake like a cake.
All right, well, let's do it with a different food.
I think kids love cupcakes, by the way, and they
do.
Out.
But that's not what we're debating.
They're not watching their figure. And why does someone watching their figure look like this to you?
Watching it.
I'm just saying.
This they figure. This figure go like this. All right, Diva, what's got to go?
Donuts can die. They're all right. But I'd much rather have a cupcake.
Okay.
I'm not getting rid of sushi, bacon, or the other ones, so donuts can die.
Okay.
Yeah, she said die. I mean, it's not one gotta die. One gotta go.
So far, of the two that have gone, they both got rid of sweets. I just want to point that out. Adults love pretending they so mature that they can't eat sweet stuff. It's fine. It's good. It's good.
I'm about to break the trend here, Cujo, because it's for me it is sushi that has to go. I'm not interested in what anybody has to say about how much I'm missing with it. I don't want it. I ain't tried it. I ain't gonna try it. Get it on out of here. You want to eat it? Fine. I like my fish and cooked.
I would recommend. I mean, there's cooked sushi though. I would recommend.
Cooked sushi.
So if that's what's holding you back, my friend,
sushi.
No,
I can put you on at your favorite spot.
But like for real, like some shrimp tempura, like where it's literally fried shrimp wrapped in rice with like a little drizzle of some special sauce.
Oh,
see,
my God.
You're like
16. I was the same way. I said, hey, I'm not, fucking with that raw shit. And then they were like, wait, you can get some cooked. And I was like, hold on.
You like charred oysters?
Some ain't right. Let me try this now since it's cooked.
M16, you like charred oysters?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Hey, look,
shrimp tempura is your thing. I'm just letting you know.
The California roll. Do you eat avocado and crab?
No.
You eat
salmon? I remember somebody telling me that avocado was best served right in the trash.
In the trash,
so,
we knew that was coming.
So no on that.
California roll is just basic. I mean, it's surimi. It's not even most
16,
times it's not even real crab. It's surimi and some regular.
Okay, well there's like some there's a roll at Orient Express.
There's smoked salmon.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Yeah, totally good on sushi. It's more for y'all to enjoy. It's an absolute no. It can get out completely.
Yeah, that's fine. You could for the purposes of this, we're not trying to change your mind. I'm just saying try some fried shrimp sushi.
It's not just out in this game. It's out in real life too.
No, what I'm saying is try fried shrimp sushi. Like it's shrimp tempura. Sometimes they do use breadcrumbs and don't really be fried. But like, just make sure next time, Easy, take him somewhere, please.
I just told him to go to Orient Express, and he basically just gave us the middle finger without doing it. So I'm good on it. Here's one thing about 16. You could suggest something to him, and it'd be the most epic thing ever. And he's gonna look you in your eyes and say, "Okay, cool." And then when you follow up, just be prepared for disappointment.
We got it. We got him to try the Crustables, though.
I'm just letting you know that.
Yeah, y'all didn't get me to try that.
Now I will do, and we can set up right here. When it comes to the show, I'll do whatever it takes. So,
all right. Well, if that's the case, I got you. All right.
Yeah, bring in some
roll.
So shrimp tempura from Orient Express.
Shrimp tempura roll. Like it got to be a roll.
Well, yeah, their rock and roll's better though.
What's in the rock and roll?
It's fried salmon skin, cucumber.
Oh yeah, we're flunking already.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Look, just wherever you go. What's the other one? Is it Roussan's?
No.
Is Roussan's still over on Cobb?
Look, bro. Just go to Orient Express. It's the most quality sushi around here that I've had so far. Like, just go with Orient if that's the way you want to go.
To be continued. We'll figure out one I'm comfortable with. Now we'll do a snack plug.
Look again. The rock and roll doesn't sound as appetizing. I hate cucumber, but that shit gets destroyed when it's in that sushi roll. So hey.
My one gotta go. I can't. Bacon was gonna be it because I don't eat processed meats anymore. It's not even pork because I love beef bacon.
Watching this figure,
beef bacon is awesome.
There's a such thing as beef bacon.
For those,
Yes.
Another plug
My
for
God.
you, because first was Sublime, and now I'm telling you about beef bacon, because I used to preach this as much as possible. It is far superior to pork bacon because it is thin strips of steak. I mean, like, it's crispy steak. It's bacon, but it's beef. So it's essentially steak, fat, and it's... Look,
okay, where would I be able to buy this?
One brand. Guarantly, whatever. Thank you. Them. It's in a blue and red box. The price has been going up exponentially year after year. It used to be like $4.99 a pound.
It's like $10.
It's like $8.99, $9.99 a pound.
No, so whether you get pork or beef, there's no shrinkage to the bacon. So
okay, I didn't know. I never bought.
Can we spell this?
It's like GUA.
Here it is on the screen right here. I got it right here.
There you go. There you go. All right, cool.
Okay, but for easy now, GU.
We'll text it to you.
Text it to him.
It's right there. That's what I'm saying. It's right there on the screen for the listener's pleasure. Okay. Right there on your phone for you.
There we go. Yeah.
We would. I'm sorry. My bad. The
listeners are just shit out of luck. Go Google it, listeners. No, I'm joking. But yeah, anyway, but because I don't eat it, I'm not going to count it. But that would have been my choice. The second choice is tacos. Get tacos the fuck out of here.
Tacos probably
nachos.
Sick.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's like
I do buy more nachos than tacos.
Any other dish, Mexican dish, has the same ingredients in it. So
just like you could eat any other form of cake.
Question: would you consider tacos a sandwich?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't consider it a sandwich.
No, a taco is not a sandwich.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
All right, so we have reached the point of random, even though that is what this show does, is be random. I know there's always some rants going on around this joint because we always got stuff on our mind, including me losing my mind like a crazy person last week. But you know,
what happened? What happened?
Well, while he's frozen, I just want to say he made a comment 1 or 2 episodes ago talking about divas overtaking him as the rant person, and that's just not true. He still has that title.
He'll never
let go of that title. I don't know where that came from, and I should have stopped that slander when it happened.
I appreciate you, Easy. Thank you so much for clarifying.
16, are you back?
Yes. I love my internet.
I just wanted to let you know you're very much still the rant king, so I don't know why you tried to dethrone yourself.
She's angry.
Absolutely,
she's angry. She hates children. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. Wow. I'll take
it to a very, very personal place there.
I'll take the plunge. I'll take the plunge first this week. So last week I was ranting about something that made me mad. But this week I'm gonna say something that may or may not be controversial to some people, but I'm gonna just say it because I've been feeling like it. All right, so people probably gonna come for me for this one if I post this individually, but I'm gonna just say it. I don't think Michael B. Jordan is a very good actor, and I think he was the absolute worst part of Black Panther. I went back and watched his performance in that movie. It was over the top. It was almost cheesy, and I don't know what else to say, man. He's just not good. And as I've continued to watch him and stuff, I just keep realizing that he's not very good. And I know that the women are going to come for him because they like looking at him, which is it's fine. It's nothing against his character. He seems like a great guy. But his job that he's paid for, he's not very good at it. I said what I said.
I agree. I said the same thing. It was hard for me to enjoy the movie while I was watching the movie. So I because of him, he ruined it for me, to be honest. I'm just, but yes, I agree. You're not by yourself on that.
Thank you for being there with me, Cujo. But yeah.
I was standing.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I would die on that hill. More of a hot take than that.
Yeah. I was gonna. Thank you. I didn't want to steal his thunder.
Yeah, I'm kind of let down by that one, 16. I can't even much front to you.
So you agree too, then?
I mean, I don't feel like that is
False.
I mean, there's gonna be somebody in the comments that's gonna rip you a new one like they did Cujo for Paula Abdul, but
I'm here for it.
That's not the scorching hot take that I was expecting.
Sorry to disappoint. I can't.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Easy. Show them how it's done.
All right, I'm gonna just go out here. This might be a hot take. I don't know what the hell WhatsApp is. I don't know what it's used for. I'm just gonna assume that it is an app that you can use to talk to people from other countries. I don't know what the point of it is.
That's
and people were outraged yesterday, along with Instagram and Facebook being down. They're like, "Oh, WhatsApp is down." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool."
Well, WhatsApp, I'll say this real quick. WhatsApp is used to talk, like it's an easier platform to talk to people from other countries where you don't have to use like international plans and stuff like that. And it's also not sanctioned the same way our cell phone companies are sanctioned. So like when they have like government issues and things like that, they'll shut down the towers and you can't communicate with people. But WhatsApp is one of the apps that still allows you to communicate because they don't have the same restrictions that like T-Mobile, AT&T, and all those companies will use. So a lot of people use them as kind of like a free platform to still communicate. That's why a lot of people feel it's important.
A lot of nonprofit organizations use it to communicate with people who work abroad for business purposes.
16, you don't have to keep this in there. Well, you probably won't, but I assume that's what it was because I've always seen like African people use it to call their family back in Africa.
That's staying in.
Yeah. Let me give you random.
Oh God. I don't even know now. I don't even have a good one. Yeah, circle back to me. Just cut this part out.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice.
Kids Bop is doing everything in their power not to do rap songs.
Hey, that's a challenge for them, man.
I saw a Kids
challenge.
Look, I saw a Kids Bop commercial, and they are really, really dialing into these pop songs that nobody has heard.
Wow.
Like I'm sure that none of us have really been into like some of the pop stars that were like Kelly Clarkson and what was the other one? Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. But if you heard one of their songs, you would recognize it. Like, oh, okay, yeah, it's because that's all over TV. And the Kids Bop commercial come on and be like, I saw you like a light bulb shining. And I'm like, whose song is that? They're doing everything. And Kids Bop has always covered the most popular songs of whatever the decade was for whatever version of the Kids Bop that they're doing. They're doing everything in their power not to do rap songs. And it's starting to look weird.
And I don't blame them because that shit is getting very difficult.
Reckless.
Look, your kids have TikTok. They've seen things and they've heard things. So look, at this point, if you're looking
get rid of the franchise, is that what you're saying?
No, if you're looking for clean, safe, wholesome music, maybe just don't listen to mainstream music. I don't know what to tell you. Cocomelon is out here killing it in the toddler game. Maybe this row your boat is a classic. Can't mess that up. But if you're trying to sell, the point I'm making is if you're trying to sell me on Kids Bop, it's kids singing hit songs. I need the songs to actually be hits.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So, this random is for men. Don't lie about your height. I'm gonna know. She's not gonna know. I'm gonna know. She's never gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know.
I'm gonna know.
Nobody's. How are they gonna know?
It's like whatever you say your height is, I'm probably gonna take an inch or two off. Like, just know I'm gonna know. That's it. I'm gonna know.
Oh, somebody, it's so funny, bro. Somebody recently, dude, Sorry, I ain't gonna. It's funny.
I don't know why 5'10" is the go-to, but I have a method of how I know exactly how tall men are, and it is still foolproof. It works. It's very simple, and just know.
And this is called it's called standing next to them.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Oh gosh. So long story short, just don't lie about your height. Send a full body picture. Don't over tweak your picture if you're going to edit it. And you can. Thanks for joining us tonight. 16 cut out here early, but you can find us on all of the major platforms at It's the Radio Show.
Find us everywhere you can listen to anything, including
So what do we
YouTube.
do to the camera? Just
And
wave to the camera. Goodbye. Let's wave to the camera.
We'll be
like
on Black Planet and MySpace
16
soon.
does. We're gonna wave to the camera like EZ does. For a person watching it, wait so they don't want to touch it.
All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll see y'all later.
Back up slow. Back up slow. See you later.
No,
I need to. I'm about to stick in some a plug news and notes real fast because the TRS universe was busy this weekend. Let me frame this up. All right, so we were doing things and stuff this weekend. The radio show was out.
Start over. More energy. Take two.
Yeah.
Things and stuff.
All right, so the radio show was out promoting and doing other things with other podcasts.
Start over. More energy. More. Go.
Lean in a little bit so we can see your face closer too. Like,
why is the lean in of my face deal going on? 9haircode.com. Why?
Because it looks dark.
You look like if your square looks like the Abby of somebody who talks shit online, like a Trump supporter.
Yeah, you look like a troll.
Oh
yeah,
you do. Yes, thank you. That's what I was getting at. You look like a troll, Abby. You look like a troll profile picture.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that at all.
Yeah, lean in some. Come a little closer. We don't need to see the Saint stuff in the background.
I'm sitting back in my chair.
At all. You better preach, Cujo. You better preach.
You didn't move anywhere. You just said.
I did. I was pulling the chair closer. I have it's like a tray. I can only go so far. My knees are gonna hit it. That's why
you can't pull it up. You can't slide the computer closer to you.
Yes.
That.
Oh, look there. Look there.
A little bit closer.
A little bit taller.
You actually do look taller.
I was a little bit taller. I wish I was about
a little bit closer.
It's gonna fall.
Oh, okay. It's lean. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All right. Well, there you go. Yeah. That's better.
So now that I'm totally uncomfortable now, but at least I look better on camera. I guess now we can roll with it. Shit.
And this is gonna go viral.
Hey, now you know what women go through. Uncomfortable to look good.
I'm trying to get one.
Hello. You see, I be fixing my hair and trying to do my face before I get on here.
I don't give a shit if pretty hurts or not. Oh, this is
painful. Because you don't have to do it. You.
That's why I don't care. This week, easy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question.
What are we?
Let me take a look at my.
Other than how shiny 16's head looks tonight.
The water gun
this
show.
is a good one. I found.
Let me tell you, first of all, some of my family is from Palmetto. Palmetto is so expensive now. I was clocking something out there. What do you say? What do you say?
He said, "Name 3 family members."
You know, the show was going well, but obviously, you just wanted to flick you off.
Not name 3 family members.
My dad's side of the family.
Oh my god.
Okay, do you want me to just take you to the cemetery where pretty much most of my dad's family members are buried?
Said he wants to hear birth
certificate
names.
Wow. Name 3 family members. And she still ain't named.